Om. The last two sutras of the second chapter, Sadhana Pada, they deal with the Pratyahara, the most important Anga of the Ashtangas, and very important for the sadhana of the yoga, because it deals with the indriyas, which are the connection to the world outside with ourself. So it is Pratyahara. The sutra is Sva Vishaya Samprayoge Chittasrupānukara Ivendriyanam Pratyaharaha. Sva Vishaya Samprayoge Chittasrupānukara Ivendriyanam Pratyaharaha. Sva Vishaya, Sva is one's own, specific. Vishaya, subject or object. Sva Vishaya, one's own specific object. One's own specific subject. Asamprayoge. Asamprayoge. A is a negative, not. Sam is complete, totality. Pra is through, thorough. Yoga is meeting, joining. So asamprayoge is not having any contact. Asamprayoge, not having any contact, withdrawn. Chitta is the chitta. Swarupa, one's own form or one's own state. Anukara. Anukara is imitating, following. Anukarana. So Anukara is following. Iva is as if. Indriya, Indriyanam. Organs, sense organs. Pratyahara. Pratyahara is drawing in towards. That is withdrawing. We shall see the details. So Pratyahara is the condition of the senses where they will lose or they will have no contact with their respective objects, specific objects of enjoyment, and follow the nature of the chitta, that is withdrawn from the objects of sense enjoyments, and after withdrawal, as if it is in its original state. So this is the fifth anga, Pancha. The Pratyahara is the fifth anga of the Ashtangas, and a very important anga, as it is the connection between the external world and ourself. We come in touch with the world through the indriyas, and the world comes in touch with us through the indriyas. The experiences, impressions, tendencies, samskaras, which we carry on, all comes through the senses. And the response, reactions towards the world, all types of reactions, all types of responses, whether it is wanted, unwanted, or even forced or compulsive responses, reactions, all are based, connected, flow through the senses. It is as if a door, a threshold for the outside and with ourselves. And this is an important practice and the anga in the Ashtanga Yoga. Each sense has its own object of enjoyment. That's why it is called as Savishaya. The ears has its own object of enjoyment of the sound. It is specific. The ears cannot see. It comes into the world of sound. The Panchabhutas and the Tanmatras, Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. And each Tanmatra comes in touch with a specific Indriya, or each Indriya can be in touch, will have the knowledge. It can convey the knowledge of only one specific Tanmatra. Shabda Tanmatra and the ears. Ears are the limitations, has a limitation only to convey, to bring the knowledge of the sound. Or the entire world is exposed to us through the ear with the knowledge of the sound. The recognition of the sound, object of the sound, subject of the sound is conveyed to us only the ears. So the sound becomes food for ears. Intense desire, hunger, hankering of the ears can be fulfilled only with the desired sound. So sound becomes a food for the hunger of the ear. Similarly, for the eyes, for the nose, for the skin, for Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. For each one, a specific object or subject is the food for that particular sense organ. So that is the ahara. Prati is weaning away, taking away, withdrawal. So pratyahara it is. So svavishaya, that is the importance of the word svavishaya. Asamprayoge, withdrawn. It is taken out. It is a beautiful sound, melodious sound, or a very disturbing sound. But the eyes cannot see, but ears hear. By hearing the sound, by listening the sound, an impression, a tendency, a samskara within the mind is trickled, and of the tingling, tickled up and ignited. Once that is ignited, then the source of the sound, purpose of the sound, what is the source of the sound, which sound it is, all the knowledge, all the dimensions connected with the sound, that is taken, that is ignited within the mind. If it is stored in the smriti, if it is not stored in the smriti, in the chitta, the mind cannot recognize it. And if the same thing is repeated, bombarded regularly, continuously, then there will be a desire to know, to find out. Then the buddhi works there. This is how, for each object of the sense, when the sense organ and the object of the sense organ, its particular Vishaya, comes in contact, there will be a vritti in the mind. There will be an ignition in the mind. And then there will be a response. And that response, if it is compulsive, if the reaction is compulsive, if the response and the reaction is thoughtful, that is how we behave, we come in contact, we express ourselves. But even after the sense organ comes in touch with its subject, savishaya, the following processes of reaction, response, recognition, igniting in the memory, and creating a samskara, all these can be stopped. All these can be withdrawn. And that is pratyahara. So once the sense organ is withdrawn, then the sense organ will be in its own place. Swarupe anukara. It will be in its own place in the mind or the chitta. So withdrawal from the object, then settling down, or as if in its own swarupa, because it is yuva and anukara. And that is an important dimension to understand what is pratyahara. Simply it is withdrawal from the sensual objects. The mind is withdrawn, sense organs are withdrawn, and the mind behind the sense organs is the capturing sight. And it's said, beautifully it is said, these sense organs by itself have no power. It is the mind which is important behind it. As if, suppose, you are walking somewhere, eyes are open, but if somebody asks whether the door is opened or closed, unless the mind was in contact, that interest, what we say, that interest or seen, or when it is remembered, then only will be able to give a correct answer. That procedure is the procedure where the mind came in touch with the sense organ, and the sense organ was in touch with the object of it. This connections, if it is cut, and the sense organ is withdrawn from its object, then it settles down as if in the chitta. That is the indriya anukarana. Ivendriyanam it is. That indriyas as if becomes chitta. So when the mind wants to put itself in touch with the external world, the sense organs should begin to function. It is not that sense organs should direct the mind. It is not their intensity and force. When the mind decides to withdraw, the sense organs should be able to withdraw with it, thus breaking all connection with the world outside. And this relation is traditionally beautifully given with an example of a bees, honeybees, where the queen bee, when it flies, all bees fly. When the queen bee settles, all bees settle. The mind is like that. Senses follow the mind. Even if the senses rush, when the mind is not attached, when the mind is not in contact with it, the sense organs loses its power. It's very, very important. Even though the object is there, even though the sense organ is there, if the mind is not in contact with the sense organ, it loses its power. It should also be noted here that though pratyahara appears to be a control of the senses by the mind, the essential technique is really the withdrawal. It is not just control, it is a withdrawal of the mind into itself. And it's a kind of complete abstraction so that the sense organs cease to function. It is like somebody or any of us reading a very interesting book. We lose sense of our surroundings. But there, the mind and the sense organs are engaged in a particular external activity. An object focusing was there. But in pratyahara, that will not be there. It's withdrawn. And after withdrawal, it will be in its own place, as if iva, chitta. No external support is taken. So in pratyahara, the abstraction is voluntary. And the mind has no object of attraction in the external world. Its field of activity is entirely within itself. And the external world is kept out by the sheer force of will. It's very, very important. Prati ahara it is. Ahara is the food. Ahriyate iti aharaha. That which goes inside. Not only the food which goes in to the mouth, but what we captured through the eyes, what we capture through our ears, what is captured through the nose, what is captured through the skin. All this through 5 sense organs, what was captured, all that is ahara. Prati is withdrawal from that. There is an important dimension in the pratyahara. Sva vishaya asamprayoge chitta swarupa anukara ivendriyanam pratyaharaha. Asamprayoge, withdrawal. And what is the benefit of pratyahara? That is explained in the last sutra of this particular chapter. Let us see the benefit. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.